In the new investigation discovery documentary series, Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV, the Drake and Josh actor speaks publicly for the first time about the repeated sexual abuse he survived as a teenager, which was perpetrated by Nickelodeon dialogue coach Brian Peck, who was later convicted. In the final segment of the 4-part series, out tonight on ID, Bell discusses how his trauma led him down a dark path. There was definitely a slow decline in my mental health and sobriety. I mean, Dewey's behaviors that were happening because I was lost, Bell said. Right after Drake and Josh, I was signed and then I released my second album, Bell explained. I made some really cool movies, but I would have stints of sobriety, and then I would, the pressure would be too much, and all of these demons that I had were very difficult to work through, he described. And so, I think a lot of my self-destructive behavior would always just be a temporary fix, and it would always creep back up. I went through this bankruptcy and lost my house. I mean, it was absolutely devastating. In 2021, Bell pleaded guilty to a felony charge of attempted child endangerment and a misdemeanor charge of disseminating matter harmful to juveniles related to inappropriate text messages he sent to a teenage girl in 2017. He was sentenced to 2 years of probation and 200 hours of community service. Bell said that his trajectory improved when he eventually sought help. I was at rock bottom, and so I checked into treatment, and I got to go through a lot of trauma therapy, a lot of grief therapy, and be surrounded by people who, for the first time in a long time, wanted to just see me get better, he said. Bell was also accused of physical and verbal abuse by an ex-girlfriend in 2020. He denied those allegations at the time, but there is no explicit mention of them in the documentary.